Hello and welcome everybody. This is Spiritual Findings with a Gypsy Soul. I am your Gypsy, Vera Lynn, and today we're going to be doing a general reading for my Aries for February 2019. When I say general reading, it's going to cover your love, your career, your soul story, what's going on for February. Now, very quickly, I'd like to go over with what's going on with the planets and the signs for February. Your ruling planet is making a big change this month, so pay close attention. On February 3rd, we have Venus is entering Capricorn. On the 4th, we have a new moon in Aquarius. On the 10th, we have Mercury is going into Pisces. And here on the 14th, your ruling planet is switching from Pisces to Taurus. Now this change, you're going to see yourself probably get things together financially. You might be making more money, get a promotion. This definitely is going to be the wind behind your wings with your finances, guys, okay? So good for you, right? We could all use a little bit of money in our lives here. On the 19th, we have a full moon in Virgo, and that sums up the big changes for February 2019. Now here I have the Rider-Waite deck. I have messages from the fairies, messages from the angels, and I also have my spirit animal deck. Now traditionally, I do pull from the Rider-Waite deck, and when I'm done finishing those cards, I'm going to use my intuition to see whether it's the fairies or the angels or perhaps even both. So let's see where it goes. Alright guys, now for some of you who've been watching me for a while, I want to apologize for being MIA. I had a lot of family issues to tend to, and that is why I could not post anything for January. I apologize for that. But I've gotten things all squared away. Everybody in my family is now doing well. Their health is as well as it can be. So I am back in business. If you guys would like to book a private reading with me, you can go ahead and find that information below. I also have a Facebook. I post things pretty much daily that are inspirational and, oh wow, that is funny. Inspirational, and you guys can join us on Facebook too as well. Alright, so, it's kind of funny reading tarot. A lot of people, you know, might have some questions about it. How can it work and things like that. I did a reading just prior to pressing record for this one, and I messed up a little bit. I kind of got my words all scrambled. That happens. I do it in every reading. And sure enough, this was the first card that actually came up for your reading that I just started. And you know, I was like, cut, we can't do it. But yeah, so sometimes when things happen like this, it kind of just makes me laugh and definitely reassures me on the power that you and tarot have from reading from the divine. Alright guys, so we're starting off with the Six of Wands. So there definitely is some triumph this month. Perhaps a lot of people are going to be agreeing with you, promoting you. If you're single, people are, you know, going to say, you know, this is the time where you need to concentrate on yourself. You need to love yourself. Perhaps if you're starting a new relationship, you know, mom and dad might approve, your siblings, your friends, they might give you the go-ahead on who you're dating. For finances, this is definitely a great card to have for your finances. Wands resemble inspiration, okay? What you inspire to do, your crafts, art. So having the triumph and Mars is going into Taurus for you guys. There's definitely going to be a lot of celebration, perhaps a promotion. Maybe a new job that you truly love. As you could see, you know, he's riding out. He's got the reef here. There's people celebrating in the background. This is just a lovely card to have in your reading and also to start off with too as well. So regarding your love life, you're going to have a good time. You know, if you're single, you know, you might, you know, some nights feel a little lonely, but this is the time to really get to know you. If you're dating somebody new or perhaps having trouble in your marriage, things will kind of turn around for you, okay? People will promote what you're doing. If you're going into counseling, people are going to, you know, approve of that. People around you are going to say, good for you. Keep going for it. We're going to cheer you on. And that is just so funny that that card came up with the reading that I kind of was real gibberish with. So So yeah, that is definitely the card that you are meant to have for the beginning of February, okay guys? So just keep that triumph, that victory really going through the month of February. Now, these are the two cards that popped up to me here. I have Justice here. So if there has been any wrongdoing to you, perhaps a toxic ex, a bad marriage, or, you know, a boss that has just been really leeching on you, if there's anything that really needs to be balanced out in your life, it is going to happen. You have the Justice card here. Justice will be served with whatever issue. Perhaps you are bringing it upon yourself, or you having help from others, okay? Having the Six of Wands here, it could represent that you are calling upon your community to help you with the issue that you have going on, okay? Love, business, just your overall soul story, okay, guys? This could also represent a Libra coming into your life, because this is the card that represents Libras. Perhaps if you have a sibling, a cousin, a friend that you need to, you know, kind of bounce ideas off of, maybe your Libra friend is the one to talk to. Now we are ending with the Emperor here. There is authority that you need to put down. Perhaps what you are creating, you need help protecting, okay? You could be the protector yourself. This is the card that does in fact represent Aries. Okay, so there's a lot of influence of you going on this month. Perhaps you need to tell your family, okay, what it is that you expect from them. Perhaps it's your boss, your coworkers, if your employees, okay? You need to rule with a high leadership here, okay? Just because you might not be necessarily in people's mind the leader or whatever it is, but you kind of have your head on your shoulders this month, okay? So you need to take charge. You really need to put that foot forward and go for it, what it is that you want, or protect what it is that you've already created, okay guys? Perhaps it's a toxic ex that, you know, you've had support leaving this ex. Maybe somebody opened up their home. Maybe you had to be moved out or whatever it might be. Justice was served, and you need to keep it that way, okay? You need to keep a strong face and just promote your beliefs, okay? Don't give up. Don't let anybody tear you down. You need to rule like the Emperor. All right, guys? Okay, so I am feeling one from the angels and one from the fairies. So let's do it, shall we? We're going to start off with the angels here. One card for my Aries for February 2019. Is there any guidance, any inspiration, words of wisdom that my Aries friends could use for February 2019? And you have the Lovers card. Now, when people see the Lovers cards, they really think of relationships, marriage, but that doesn't necessarily true, okay? Sometimes it could just be like-minded people coming together, okay? Maybe finding common ground between you and your business partner, okay? All right, so the Lovers card. Intimate relationships. Carefully weigh your decisions. Good health. And that is a beautiful card there. Yeah, the Lovers card, a lot of people just think true love or whatever it might be with this card. And it could in fact represent that. But for you, Aries, I'm feeling like it's finding people who are like-minded, whether it's just for a friendship, a business partner, or it could even just be somebody you're dating, okay? Maybe finding a common ground with you and your partner, okay? You and your husband, your wife, whatever it might be. Just having those similar interests, okay? Perhaps it's choosing one way or another, choosing a feminine way to lead or a masculine way to lead. Okay, with the Emperor, he definitely does look a little intimidating, very high authority. But if you look at his gestures, he is not representing physical, masculine harm. Okay, we'll say violence. We'll say that. That's a better word to use. He will, however, protect in the means of violence or war when something he truly believes in, something that he created, but he doesn't act upon it first. Okay, so maybe the Lover's card is telling you that you kind of need to have a balance of the two, or maybe with select issues, choose a feminine way or a masculine way to approach it. All right, guys, let's put that card up there for you. All right, let's do one from the fairies. Now the fairies, these are very adorable cards. They sometimes have something to think about, a direction to point you to. You know, some of it might apply to all of you guys. Some of it might not apply to any of you guys, okay? These are very vague readings, but I love doing the fairies card just because they make things a little bit more fun. All right, so for my Aries for February 2019, you guys are a fire element. You're ruled by Mars. You are the trailblazers of the first house, my pioneers. So let's see what is going on for my Aries for February 2019. Okay. Autumn. In the fall season, everything comes together, and what you recap, you will recap wonderful harvests of abundance. So, with the finances going on right now, with Mars and Taurus, and you kind of having a better head on your shoulders when it comes to financial issues. This could be perhaps you realize the bad habits that are just costing you too much money. It could be smoking, it could be too much shopping, it could just be calling in your insurance company or your mortgage company and just getting things adjusted a little bit, okay? It could be student loans, it could be a number of things, perhaps not splurging on new cars. You know, when you drive off a lot, they're not even worth anything anymore. It could be a number of things. It could be shopping at secondhand stores, department stores. It could be a lot. It could be eating differently, perhaps cooking more. Cooking your own foods does in fact lead to a healthier lifestyle too as well. So with this coming in, I think that you're going to make a lot of decisions, perhaps investments, maybe even buying your own house. Whatever it might be, there might be a lot of financial decisions that you are going to make in the month of February that you are absolutely going to see the results come fall. Okay, it might take a little bit of time. You might not see a difference in spring. Summer, you're probably going to notice a little bit more, but once fall comes around, you're going to be like, wow, I'm glad I made those decisions in February. Okay, this could even just be leaving a toxic, leeching ex. You know, leaving them behind, don't letting them back in the door. Whatever it might be, Aries, you're going to see the benefit come fall. And as I always say, you guys can manifest your destiny. So even if you're having a low day, you know, you're really feeling those bumps, take a time, sage yourself, meditate, drink fresh live water, okay? Whatever it might be that you need to change in your life to help you have a clear mind about things and let those things in your life that no longer serve you behind, you're going to see the benefit absolutely by fall. Now, some of you guys might be thinking, I need to see the results now. Give it time. If you could manifest things and they happened immediately, that doesn't give you any time to really recap and think if it's what you really want in life, okay? Look at this card. This is a beautiful card here. Look at that. All right, I will zoom in up on these cards then so you can get a little bit of a view of what's going on. All right, guys, this pretty much sums up our reading for February 2019. And like I said, for some of you guys who have been subscribed to me a while, I apologize for being MIA. I desperately had some family issues that needed to be tended to. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. This is Spiritual Findings with a Gypsy Soul. I am your Gypsy, Vera Lynn. You guys have a wonderful February.